All right, guys, let me know if you can hear me. Give me a second. I'm just turning on the lights. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the comments. Okay. Oh my God, thank God. All right, good. Awesome. Perfect. How is it going, guys? I have my coffee here, and I'm ready for this. Let's just wait for a few people, a few more people to get in here. We're gonna have an awesome chill here, probably like an hour. And just basically we'll talk about everything Amazon FBA. We'll talk about just anything you guys are down to talk about. Ask me questions. We'll go over everything. I will hold nothing back from you guys. Literally everything is on, is on for this live stream. Okay. So everyone, if you're in here, remember to like the video, like the stream, because that does help me out in the, rankings and stuff. You guys like the stream, more people see it. And then, I can spread my message to more people. What's up, everyone? Thank you all for coming. Happy Sunday to you guys. Irish coffee? No, it's I don't know, just some coffee from Costco. It's actually really good. What's up, guys? Hi from Madrid, Spain. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Loving this. Best product research method. All right. If you guys want to get started, we'll get started. So most of you guys already know my favorite product research method, even though there's so many out there, is still always going to be the rabbit hole method, right? If you guys don't know about the rabbit hole method, I have a ton of videos on the channel. This is actually a product research method that I came up with since I've started this product research method, a year ago. Basically, there's a lot more people coming out with this stuff with, naming it different things and calling it different, different ways, but basically it's the rabbit hole method, and it's something I invented, and it's the best way to do product research by far. It's the way that I found like 90% of my products through this method. Nobody's using it, guys. There's like, I have 4,000, 4,200 subscribers or something, almost 4,300. You guys are literally the only ones that know about the rabbit hole method. So you guys are welcome. Literally use it because not a lot of people know about it. Thank you, Tomer. Why don't you use Helium 10? I've played around with it. Helium 10 is actually, pretty good. It just, I noticed that it seems like it's for a little bit more advanced sellers. So for myself, yes, I can find uses for it, but what I do is I try to show you guys the stuff that's going to help you guys the most. And a lot of you guys are beginners. A lot of you guys don't have much experience in Amazon. So I don't really talk about Helium 10 too much, but maybe I will in the future. There's definitely some really cool things with Helium 10. Have you ever done a brand registry? Yeah, I'm in the process of it at the moment. Best category. So WinParks asks best category to sell your first product. What I've always said and what I still stand by is that you can find great products in any single category, like literally any one of them. The only thing is that some categories have more good products. So I don't recommend, just sticking to one category specifically. Go out and look at all of them. Spend some time on all of them, and you'll find something for sure. It just takes time, guys. I know that a lot of you guys aren't actually spending as much time as you would hope you could for product research, but really, most of you guys probably know this story, but it took me a month, 10-hour days to find my first product. And a lot of you guys aren't investing that much time, so you guys aren't seeing as much results. You gotta put in the time with anything. You gotta put in the time, and then you'll get the results. What's the next question? Mike Rivers asks, when doing Keyword Scout, are y'all just choosing the most relevant and high search keywords for the title? Nope. It's, well, the most relevant and high search. Yeah, you want to, exactly, kind of, okay? So you want to look for the biggest keywords that make the most sense. So if we're talking about my coffee, let's say my coffee mug, right? I'm not going to advertise on let's say a coffee thermos, or like, those insulated coffee things, because a coffee mug and a coffee thermos aren't the same thing. So I'm not going to have that in my title. I'm going to have the mug in my title. So grab the biggest ones, but also they have to be, hyper relevant for your product. How much time did I spend to find my first product? I just said it was about 1 month, almost 10 hours a day, every day. I didn't do anything else. It was a time I was working, I was doing a lot of stuff at the time. I was doing social media marketing agency with a friend of mine. We're spending a lot of time finding clients as well on top of that. So it was really long days. I had a lot going on there. We were doing a window cleaning business as well. So it was very jam-packed, but I still put in the time to find my product because, so when people tell me they don't have, they don't have time to do product research, or they're working a job, like I totally get that, or they have a family. I don't know about the family thing because I don't have like kids and a wife, but it's like, I totally get that. But there is still going to be time where you can actually go and do your product research. And actually, you know, it just takes time. PJ Garrett asks, I'm having trouble getting the information I need from supplier to my package design, or it seems like they don't have the box that I wanted. Any tips? You can find a manufacturer that just produces boxes. A lot of them, you know, there's a lot of manufacturers that just produce boxes. So you can get the manufacturer that produces the box you want to ship it to your manufacturer that produces the product you want. It's very simple. You're just going to have to find those manufacturers. A lot of people say Jungle Scout is the least accurate. What's your take? So I actually bought a Jungle Scout t-shirt. It's coming in. It's going to be here for next week's live stream. I'm going to be wearing a Jungle Scout t-shirt because Jungle Scout is the absolute best product research tool I have personally tested with my own products, with my friends' products, with my other sellers' products, different things. You know, some people say different, but from my experience, Jungle Scout is by far the most accurate. And not only that, actually Jungle Scout is, you know, a lot of people say Jungle Scout overestimates, you know, product sales. Jungle Scout always underestimates product sales in my experience, not by a lot, but by a little bit. So, you know, even on my products right now, most of my products, it says that it's making, on Jungle Scout, it says it's making less than it actually is making. Not by a lot, but it is. So definitely Jungle Scout is the most accurate. Jungle Scout is the best. And I definitely would recommend getting Jungle Scout. How many hours recommend every day for product research? As many as you can, like literally as many as you can. What's the difference between Viral Launch, Jungle Scout, and Tactical Arbitrage? Those are completely, I don't know about Tactical Arbitrage. I don't know what that is. But Viral Launch and Jungle Scout are essentially the same thing. It's just Jungle Scout is a lot more accurate, like I just said. I was wondering, how much do you make a month from Amazon? So it depends every month. In the next couple months, it's looking like it's going to be probably closer to 45,000 in revenue because, you know, December is coming up and, you know, all the sales are starting to pick up. So it's looking really good. But on average between, you know, 35,000. How did you get your capital? So Nick, great question. So for my capital, when I was starting off, I actually had, so I was running a social media marketing agency with a friend of mine. I was running a window cleaning business with a friend of mine. And I also had a credit card. So when I was first starting off, I knew that this was going to be one of the paths that I want to take, something that I want to try out. And I was going to give it my all and I was going to commit to it 100%. So I took the money from my window cleaning business, which we were making good money at the time, you know, like we were making good money because window cleaning is actually a really, what's it called? I don't remember what the word is, but it pays well. And we took that money that I had and I invested some of it into my Amazon, you know, product. And then also on top of that, I had a lot of credit card, you know, left over that I could use to actually not gamble, but because it was a very like calculated risk. And I used my credit card, you know, for the rest of that purchase. So that's how I got my capital. I kind of saved up for it and I just took a risk. I did keyword research and I found that my main keyword with a spelling mistake does better than the normal one. Thoughts? Don't think that's true. Double check it. That seems very strange to me. So double check it. Which is the best category for a beginner to start? You know, there's no great category. They're all good. Okay. Yeah, JJ, I got some Jungle Scout merch finally. Oh yeah, I actually bought it. You told me enough times to actually buy the merch. How to get initial reviews other than friends and family along with giveaways. So the best way to get initial reviews is through either, well, okay, my personal method is through friends and family. It's against terms of service, but you know, that's what you got to do. If you don't want to do that, then the only real method is to go through and do the Amazon early reviewer program. $60, you get 5 reviews. It's worth it. Do we need a broker to clear US to clear customs, etc.? What is the average duties taxes for a $30, $50 product? Okay, so I don't do any tax advice, any like stuff like that. So talk to a freight forwarder, talk to your manufacturer, and they'll actually sort you out with all that stuff. How about avocado peelers? I don't know what that is. Get us discount on merch. I can actually do that. I can probably do a little giveaway for Jungle Scout merch if you guys want. I think they told me I can give away up to $300 of Jungle Scout merch. So if you guys want to get hooked up, let me know. Just type in like ones, and then I'll actually try to, I'll try to figure that out for you guys, and I'll actually get you guys that merch. I have 2,000 saved up for Amazon. Is that all Gucci? That's a little bit. That's like a tiny bit low on the thing, but you can definitely bootstrap your way through it. More comfortably, it would be $2,500 or $3,000. Guys, there's 72 people in this live stream. Super happy to have you guys here. Thank you for coming. But we only have 19 likes, guys. Can we leave a like on the stream to help the stream be seen more? Helps the channel out. So just leave a like. I really appreciate it. Can you use Jungle Scale Chrome extension by itself, or to do product research? Yeah, you absolutely can. The web app just helps you out with that, right? It just helps. All right, so I'm seeing some ones. I'll try to figure that out with Jungle Scout, and we'll actually get that. We'll get that set up for potentially next time, but don't quote me on that, all right? Do you have to pay taxes as an Amazon seller? Yes, you have to always pay taxes. You're not going to get away from paying taxes. For the Amazon reviewer program, you can risk getting a low review, right? It's not automatic 5-star, correct? Yeah, it's absolutely, you can risk it. Going into the early reviewer program is definitely a risk. And you're risking it because you don't know if you're going to get a 5-star or a 1-star. And if you get a 1-star, guys, I'm telling you, it's really going to hurt your product. So that's why you want to be very careful with that program. Jungle Scout web app or the Jungle Scout Chrome extension? Absolutely, the Chrome extension. If you can only afford one, get the Chrome extension without a doubt. I actually have a link in the description for $20 off. It's an affiliate link, but it helps you guys. So I don't know why, it's $20 off the Chrome extension. So hit that if you don't have it already, but definitely get the Chrome extension. The web app helps definitely too, but yeah. If competitors are putting brand name in the title, doesn't that waste good keyword space that people aren't searching for, and open door for me to fill in with more keywords? Yeah. So if people, in your niche are actually putting in a key, their brand in their title, it's not a great thing unless the brand is actually recognized. Now, the reality of the situation is, though, that Amazon is actually forcing a lot of people to put their brand name in the beginning of their, of their title. So some of them don't have a choice. I think Amazon is going into this direction where they want you to have your brand in your title. Sorry, excuse me. They want you to have your brand in your title. So you really don't have a choice sometimes. But yeah, if you can get away with not doing that, you can get some more keywords in. It's not a huge thing, but it's definitely something you can edge out. Are you doing any product research today? So I don't do product research live because, there's a lot of stuff on my computer that I don't want to get leaked. I don't want, something to like come up or something like that. So I don't really do product research live just because it's very sketchy having, the amount of people that we do in the live stream doing that. Maybe one day I'll set up like a separate, device that I can go and I can do that with you guys. Let me know if you guys want to see live product research. Maybe I can figure that out for you guys, but you guys got to let me know. You guys got to let me know, and you guys got to like, if you guys like the stream, I'll know that you guys want, the product research video live, okay? I think we can do that. That'd be cool. Hey, Yaniv, I'm from India. Have just woken up 4:30 a.m. to join your live stream. That's awesome. I'm actually waking up at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow and for the rest of the, foreseeable future, because I've noticed that, sometimes I actually let go off the gas pedal, and when I start waking up early, I'm very motivated, just being up before everyone is just very motivating. So me and my girlfriend are starting to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. We're going to go to the gym, get it all, done at the beginning of the day, have a very good start to your day. And I noticed that when you do that, you're super, super productive. It's super awesome when you do that in the morning. So I'm definitely going to start doing that again. Have you used Amazon giveaways yet? Did it help ranking? Yeah, so I've used it and it does help. If you have the extra money, definitely do that. If you're trying to bootstrap, it's not absolutely mandatory. It will help you though. How long did it take for you to quit your job and start Amazon full-time? I actually have been trying a lot of stuff in the past. I've tried, I from when I was pretty young, I knew that I didn't want to, work that 9 to 5, kind of thing. And I knew that I had to find another alternative. So I never actually had a 9 to 5. I did work in a restaurant before. I had worked for, a few different jobs, the few shitty jobs. But, from the beginning, I've always been trying to do something, like something entrepreneurial. And yeah, as soon as I came up with the, we came up with the window cleaning thing, I basically went really well. So I never really had to work, any other jobs after that. Let's see. Miracle Morning. Yeah, I read it. It's an amazing book. And could you explain the difference between inventory and stock? If you get where I'm coming from. Inventory and stock is the exact same thing. The reason people say it differently is just the way it goes. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. I'm in one of the FBA Facebook groups, and I see so many posts by people complaining that Amazon closed their listing for very concerning reasons, like sometimes for not good reasons. What do you think? So Yusuf, what kind of reasons, right? Depends. If their product is restricted, that's a good reason. If their product is, bad quality and, people are complaining about the quality, that's not a bad reason. So it depends on what reason. So if you tell me the reason, then I can tell you if it's good or not. Are you building a brand outside of Amazon via Facebook or Instagram? Yes, I actually am. Me and a friend of mine. So we're building a Shopify store for my brands on Amazon, and dabbling with that right now, doing a lot of research, working on that, and it's going well. Doing the testing phase right now. So we are looking to get it off of Amazon and actually start having a separate website. I'm also going to try to do a separate distribution, which means that, instead of using Amazon's warehouses, I'm going to try to find separate warehouses to also, kind of fulfill my orders myself. And the reason I want to do that is because I don't want to, be solely reliant on Amazon, right? You want to grow out your brand to more than just Amazon. So that's what we're going to do there. That's the plan for that. What would be the steps for launch? First products are on the way. So there are, I made a lot of videos about launch, so I'm not going to kind of drive it into the ground here. But if you want to know about launches, just watch my videos. Watch past like couple weeks. I have a few videos that are about launching. Thoughts on PageOneify? Is it mandatory? Great question, because I actually recently had a phone call with the CEO of PageOneify, and first of all, he's a really cool guy. He's like in Australia. Has an Australian accent, so it was really funny. But it's cool. He's a really nice guy, and he explained to me about how PageOneify works, why they're different, and why you should kind of choose them. Like he was like showing me all the benefits of it and explaining to me what they do differently. Now, a lot of you guys probably know when I started launching one of my last products, I used Viral Launch for it because I just wanted to test stuff out. I wanted to see if launches still worked. I wanted to know kind of what's going on there. So I used Viral Launch, and Viral Launch actually uses a website. Okay, so they have a website that only customers can get to, where it's just all deep discounted sales. Like, you go to this website and every product is like 90% off, 99% off. And that's basically, if I as a seller want to set up a discount or like a giveaway, I go to Viral Launch, and then Viral Launch posts my product on this other website that customers come to, and then from there they buy, and then they come to my listing and they buy my product. So what happens with that though is when the sellers can find these websites, they can just go to the websites and they can buy product for like 99% off, and then they can just sell it on the listing, on my listing for more. So I had a bunch of hijackers coming onto my listing like after doing Viral Launch. Also, Viral Launch promised me a certain amount of units they were going to give away, and they didn't do it, which is really bad because if you calculate how many units you have to give away for a giveaway, and then they don't give away all of them, that's a problem, right? Because you need a certain amount to rank. So that was an issue for me as well. And actually, the CEO of PageOneify, he actually told me exactly how they work, and he went in and he showed me, how the products go from page 20, and then after an 8-day launch they go to like page 1 at the top of page 1, like rank number 1, number 2, number 3. So I personally saw these products. He showed me examples of these products and their kind of their stats behind the scenes, like all the graphs and all the stats of the products, which looking at it, you can see that this is working. Now they do stuff a little bit differently because their customers are not coming from a website. Their customers are coming from Facebook ads. So they run Facebook ads, and then from there they get people to buy your product. Now, on top of that, they also don't just send a link to your product. They make the customers buy it through a sponsored link. The reason they make people buy it through a sponsored link is because apparently sponsored links now, they actually hold a lot more ranking value. So if somebody buys your product through a sponsored link, it ranks you a lot more than it used to. So this way, the customers buys your product from your sponsored link, and then it ranks you a lot faster. So that's my thoughts on it. I really do like it. I actually just started a launch. I think it's starting like today or tomorrow, the launch. So that should go well. And I'll keep you guys updated on exactly how my launch goes for one of my products. So yeah, it should be good. I am, very happy with the company so far though. They're really cool. So I do recommend it if you guys are gonna need someone for a launch. So what else we got? Sorry, I went on a tangent there. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Okay. So you are on Amazon Marketplace. Okay, wait. So they closed my listing without any reason 3 days ago before Prime Day, and it needed 8 days to open up again. Yeah, but for what reason? Like, what happened? I've been watching an item on Jungle Scout Chrome extension. There are 8 people selling it, and they are marking around 3,000, or they're making around 3,000 to 4,000 plus. I want to join. What do you think? 3,000, 4,000 is a little bit low, but if they're all making it, then that could be a good product to go into. Which do you consider most important for conversions? Keywords, pictures, bullet points. out of all 3 of those, 100% pictures. Pictures will make or break your listing. If you can get good pictures, and even if everything else is terrible, you will make sales. You will have a high conversion rate, and that means you will make a lot of sales, and that means you will rank highly. So you definitely want to make sure that's the case. Pictures are an investment. Pictures are an investment. So, you can just do the pictures yourself, but really when you invest into like a picture, it's going to make you a lot more money than what you're spending on it. Why does Apple UPC code on product box? I know the FNSKU codes can be applied by supplier, but not sure about UPC. You don't need to put a UPC code on your product. If you have an FNSKU, you don't need to put a UPC on your product. Okay, let's see here. So Yusuf says, example, person said that they called many times Amazon because they closed their listing after 2 days of listing using their ASIN became restricted after launching it. So their product was restricted. That's not a bad reason. Like if you didn't do your research and you're launching a product that's restricted, I mean, that's not a bad reason. Like Amazon is not going to let you sell a product that's restricted. That's just, it's not their fault that someone invested in that. So you can't really blame them for that, right? Can you repeat that, please? So you think when someone comes over a specific link, it boosts it more? Yeah. So what I said is when somebody clicks on a sponsored listing, like an advertisement for your product on Amazon, it actually ranks more. It actually ranks better. So that's why they use it as a ranking tool, and nobody else does that. Okay, with 1,000 units, would you go for the main keyword that requires 40 units per day, 8 days, or multiple keywords that require 10 to 20 units per day? So Adrian, I recommend going for the one if the 40 units per day is hyper relevant. So, if it's a coffee mug and you're actually selling a coffee mug, then yes, go for that one and just go for it full out. A lot of the times though, the ones that require a lot of searches aren't hyper relevant. They're more broad, they're more general. So find a product, find the keyword that has all the same. If you type in the keyword, all of the same products should be on the page. So like all similar products, not a variety of different products. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, where are we here? Guys, thank you so much for coming to the live stream. I'm going to be mentioning 2 one-on-one mentorship winners at the end of this call. So if you guys want to stick around for that, somebody's going to win, or a few people are going to win. So that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining. Also, remember to like the stream because it really does help me out. So if you guys are appreciating this, if you guys are having a good time chilling here with me, smash that like button. There you go, Nick. You couldn't agree more about the pictures. Me neither, man. Let's see. Could you make one video launching a product via PageOneify? Yes, actually, I can. I will actually be making a video with the CEO, hopefully soon. So hopefully that's going to be cool. I hope you guys enjoy that because he's going to explain to you guys exactly why PageOneify is good. And also, hopefully at that time, I'll have my own experiences from using it that I can share with you guys as well. And you guys know, right? I will never promote a product that is not good. If it doesn't work for me, then forget about PageOneify, right? I'm not going to promote something that's not going to be good at all. Right now, they're showing potential. They're showing, some sort, like I've seen the data. I've seen the statistics. It looks good. I'll give you guys my own real personal experience from what happened. So you can bet your ass that it's going to be, genuine. Like I will not be promoting stuff that I don't believe in, all right? Can you answer a question at 1616 by me? Just repeat it, Syed. Just keep repeating it. If I don't see it, I'm sorry. It's just a lot of questions sometimes, and I get into rants. So just keep repeating it. I'll see it eventually. Can you see how much every seller for your niche is making on Jungle Scout? If so, how? You can see it by just opening the Chrome extension, and you'll see how much each product. You can see how much each product is making, not how much each seller is making. How can we make You said any tips for launching electronic items, do's and don'ts. Yeah, just don't. I don't recommend launching, electronic items. They have a very high return rate, so I wouldn't recommend it. How can we make the main image different and better when we can only post white background pictures? That's a great question. So in terms of how to make something stand out, if you guys have watched the Jungle Sticks, like Jungle Scout, like $1 million case study, I think it was, they literally showed how to launch a product step by step. And basically they were selling like these long, I think they were like bamboo sticks or something for like roasting marshmallows and stuff. Like they were long, and everyone had them all bunched up in their white background picture. It was very bland, very like boring. And they just had a bunch of sticks, like 100 pack, a bunch of sticks kind of like together, and they just shot it from the side angle like this. And it was really boring. What they did is they ended up just taking that, that bundle of sticks, and they just fanned them out. They fanned them out in like a nice way, and it was very appealing. So you have to think outside the box. How can your product be advertised in a picture differently than what other people are showing? Like, you got to just think outside the box. There's creativity involved in a lot of this stuff, right? In marketing, it's all about creativity. So you gotta know, how to do that. How PageOneify pricing works? I think it's like $300 for a launch. Can you recommend a company for doing pictures? I personally recommend going to the JungleMarket. Okay, I have a link in the description to the JungleMarket. Definitely go there and check it out. There's a lot of qualified people there. When you close your listing after running out of stock, does your sales rank come back exactly the same, or does it just help a little more than keeping it open? It doesn't come back to the exact same. It does help a little bit more though. So it's better than just leaving it. A lot better actually. PageOneify is deep discount pricing, deep discount giveaways. So they do like 95% off. The product that I'm thinking of manufacturing is currently being sold by Amazon. No FBA sellers yet. Should I go for it? Well, it depends, right? You're looking for revenue. You're looking for how many different sellers are selling it. You're looking for reviews. You're looking for, product profitability and return on investment, right? There's a lot of things that go into it. So I can't just tell you just based on Amazon, but you shouldn't necessarily be scared if it's Amazon selling, right? Amazon doesn't really nurture their listings. They come in there, they put it in, and they just, they throw it away after, like they let it just sell. They don't come in like nurture and optimize and stuff like that, which is a problem. PageOneify with, if you want the PageOneify PPC team to help you out, it's $497. However, if you don't need an 8-figure PPC team, it's only $297. So, or like $300. So if you're bootstrapping and you don't have money to like do it, then just use the $300 one, right? I think Viral Launch is like $400 or something. So if you use the $300 one instead of, if you have money, then go with the 8-figure PPC team. Obviously, like these guys have been making 8 figures, right? So you can go with that. But again, guys, I'm going to share all my experiences with you guys once I finished my launch, all right? You said $300 for a launch with PageOneify. So how they make money if they need to pay Facebook? Does it go by the number of units you have to give? No, it doesn't go by the number of units you have to give. I don't know what they're doing, man. This is exactly what they told me. I spoke to the CEO. They run the Facebook ads. They do it that way. They have a method to get it very, very low cost per click, I'm guessing. I don't know. And that's how they get it done. I don't ask questions. I just saw the data, and that's what they shared with me. Is there a way to estimate the shipping cost for getting my Amazon product from the manufacturer into an Amazon warehouse? I'm trying to calculate my budget for launching this product. Contact some manufacturers and get, some estimates. That's really the only way to know. Giveaways don't matter now, question mark. Okay, so giveaways are different to what they were before. Giveaways don't work nearly as good as they did before. Before you could, do 15 units a day for 3 days and get your product ranked to page 1 right away. Nowadays, they're at, 1/3 or 1/4 of the ranking power that they were before. Now, the thing that PageOneify does differently is that they use the sponsored item, the sponsored link to actually get the customer to buy your product, which ranks you differently than just a straight up giveaway, which is why they're different, which is why they're not Viral Launch. They don't do the same thing as Viral Launch. So that's what they showed me. That's what they're doing. So it's a little bit different, and that's how it works. Do you think decorative products are bad? Like if we look at it as products filling a necessity, for example, soap, products that are accessories. I forgot each type. Well, listen, it's good. You can sell that if there's a good profit margin, if there's a good ROI, if there's not a lot of competition and the reviews are low. You can sell almost any single product. Yaniv, I've chosen products, tracking them for the last days. How should I finalize? Again, guys, there's just some things you need to look for, right? You need to make sure they're profitable. I just spoke on that. I have no reviews. Should I do PageOneify? No, don't do anything. If you have no reviews, don't do anything except for focus on getting reviews. Okay, if you don't have 7 reviews or like 5 to 7 reviews or 5 to 10 reviews, if you don't have that, all you should be focusing on is getting more reviews. That's it. That's your only, get 7 reviews. That's your only objective. All right, get 7 reviews. Also, guys, if you're appreciating this, leave a like down below. All right, I do appreciate it. And it really shows me that you guys are having a good time in here, that you guys are enjoying this, and that you guys want to see more of this stuff, right? It makes me know that this is worth doing. Please take my question and kindly remember the name. Okay, should I sell in India or in the USA? I would recommend the USA, but India is definitely a great market. Like it's gonna grow a lot, right? T-Series is about to pass PewDiePie because India is kind of growing on the internet. So that's yeah. And has customer service been a key part of your PL success? And if so, how do you handle yours? Absolutely, guys. Customer service is an integral part to Amazon. It's so important. Recently, I bought sound panels from Amazon, so you guys can see these sound panels right here. Okay, I bought these sound panels. So these are the new ones I bought, and these are the old ones that I had. And if you can see, right, if I can do this in the camera, these ones are not even they're not really the full size. Okay, and I bought these garbage ones off Amazon, and I messaged them. And I messaged the seller, and I was like, "Hey, man, these suck. Like, can I get a refund? I don't want to go to this thing. I don't want to go waste my time returning this stuff and like doing that, whatever, all that stuff." And they told me, they didn't even answer me. So I said, you know what, whatever. I'm leaving a bad review. Now, obviously, I'm going to leave a bad review because they didn't even answer me. They didn't even help me do anything. So it's very, very important to help people out. I literally will be willing to lose money on my products. I'll be willing to lose money to make sure that my customer's happy, because if my customer's happy, that means they're not going to leave a bad review. Also, on top of that, when I make my customers happy, I actually sometimes get good reviews from like let's say they don't like my product or they're not happy with it, right? I'll say, hey, no problem. I'll give you a refund immediately. No questions asked. Like, so sorry. Like, I hope we can make this right. And then sometimes I actually get them to, they actually come there and they leave me a good review based on solely my customer service, even though they hated the product. So this is something to, this is something to remember, guys. You need to make sure that the customer service is good. So Gija says you should remind people here about the checklist. Super helpful. Yeah, guys, I do have a checklist. Okay. The checklist is a little bit outdated, and I promised that I was going to come out with a new checklist. So I've been working on it. I actually do have a checklist on my desktop right now. It's not fully finished. So in the next couple days, maybe even next week, I'll try to make a video about my checklist, about this checklist that you guys can use to follow step by step and make sure that you're kind of following through and making sure that everything you're doing is correct. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably don't have courses, don't have mentors. So that's why I want to get this checklist out to you guys so you guys can have at least something to see, every step of the way. So just wait up for that, guys. It's going to come very soon. And you guys will have that for yourselves, okay? And I know it's going to help, and it's going to help you guys like relax with some of these questions. Okay, so other than friends and family, what is the best way to get reviews for launch? So I've already answered this question, but basically it's the early reviewer program. I'm studying a lot for FBA, but I still did not start my seller's account. I will start in Amazon Germany. So my question is, can you actually change the language in your settings? I have no idea, Quincy. I'm sure you can, but I have no idea. Have you considered influencer marketing and paying them to give you a product a shout out? Yeah, I've definitely considered that. That's definitely something you can do. I know that there's a lot of people who got a lot of success from that. So it really depends on your product. How marketable is your product, right? If I'm selling like cat treats or something, right? Then if I just go to a cat's page, if there's just a page with like, some grandma that has like 10 cats, right? And she has, 100,000 followers, then yeah, I can go to that page. I can be like, hey grandma, like, can you can you sell these, or can you like shout me out like these cat treats? And they'll say, you know, yes. And usually they charge between like $50 and like $500 depending on, you know, the actual account. And you just pay them. They put your post up for like 24 hours. And yeah, you get sales that way. It's definitely a good way to do it. People don't know their value just yet like influencers don't know their value just yet. So it's definitely something to look at. It's definitely something to look forward to. So how did you feel when you ordered your first product? Very nervous, but definitely excited. Can you send Amazon FBA inventory to the warehouse in December? I think the actual cutoff is December 5th. If you don't get your inventory by December 5th, they won't stock it until after Christmas. Can I register a trademark in Canada and use it when I apply for a brand registry for the US marketplace? I'm actually not sure if that works. I think I've heard about that, but I'm not positive if that works everywhere. Be careful with that. I think just go the safe way. Just get it done in the US. And you know, if you sell in the US, just get it done in the US and just don't play any games like that. How do some sellers get those extra pictures on their listing by the description? That's actually called HTML, okay? And don't do it. It's against terms of service, and I wouldn't recommend wasting your time with that. What do you think about the belief that you should persuade your Chinese manufacturer that you're a large company? I think that it's stupid. They know that they know that you're going to send the inventory to Amazon. Once you give them the address, they're going to know it's to Amazon warehouse. So who are you trying to fool here? It's not a big deal. Just make them think that you're a bigger company than you are, obviously, but that you're a huge company, there's no reason for that. Which steps do you personally hire someone else to do the work for you? Pictures. PPC, I do myself. So the only thing I think you could ever outsource is pictures and maybe your listing creation, I think at most. Everything else you should be doing yourself. Even the listing creation, I think you can be doing yourself. The main thing to get done by someone else is your pictures. What would you consider as a high PPC bid? If all bids are like over $1, does that mean it's super competitive? Got no point of reference. There really isn't a black and white thing like that, right? You don't know. It's not like yes, competitive or no competitive. It's more of like a spectrum, I guess. So over $1 is not really that expensive. If it's like $1.80, $2.50, that's expensive per click. There's only one manufacturer on Alibaba for my product. If he's not answering on Alibaba, should I email or call? No, do not email or call the person that does not answer you. If you've messaged them a couple of times and they're not answering you, screw them, like leave them. There's some other people you can do business with. You can find manufacturers. If you can only find one, for example, you might be using the wrong keyword. So try different words, you know, that your product might be named as, like different, you know, names for your product. And also a lot of the time, manufacturers that, you know, make a similar product can also make your product. So if, again, we're going to use this as an example, if I want to make these coffee mugs, these exact ones, I can go to a manufacturer that creates coffee mugs. Maybe if it's not even the exact same one, I can go to them and be like, hey, I want one like this. You just send them a picture of one like this, and you say, I want one like this. They'll be like, oh, yeah, we can make that for you. So just do that. Oh. Okay, let's see here. Also, what do you use to create attractive Amazon pages? Some sort of special software or just a regular HTML editor? Regular HTML editor. People, if you're watching on a mobile phone and don't know how to like this video, you have to close the chat window to be able to hit like. Come on, help Yaniv out. He's okay. Awesome, guys. Yeah. So all you have to do apparently is close the chat window, and then there's going to be a like button there. So if you guys want to like the stream, close the chat button, like the video. It really, really helps the channel. All right, guys. I appreciate it. Guys, watch this video on keywords. That's all you need. Perfect. Bam. What happens when your product is returned to Amazon? Are they putting it aside? Like, what if your product is bad? Is Amazon putting it back in your inventory, or they can send it to you? So there's a few things that they can do, right? If your product is bad, they can take it and they can they usually just throw it out. Sometimes, and this has happened to me in the past, if it's a used product, or it's a bad product, sometimes they take it and they put it into your inventory, and that's not supposed to happen, but sometimes it does, and it sucks because it's not your fault. But sometimes that does happen. But usually they just take it and they throw it out, or they can send it to you, or whatever you tell them to do. What do you think you can improve on, because you seem like a master of Amazon? I think there's always things you can improve on. There's always things you can do differently. PPC is always, kind of a thing that you can never stop learning. Everything else about Amazon has to do with just like kind of having the knowledge up here. Like the fact that the reason I know this stuff is because I've just been doing it for so long, right? I've been doing Amazon for so long. I've been in this space for so long. So I just know, a lot of stuff about Amazon. Now, when you're doing stuff like PPC and stuff and kind of stuff like that, you can always improve on things like that. There's really no like end game with that. You can always get better. So a lot of the stuff about Amazon is just stuff you need to like have heard, remembered, internalized, and understood. After that, you guys are going to be just as, knowledgeable as I am on the subject. Do you need made in China on the product, or is it packaging enough? No, you just put it on the packaging. It's fine. Who dislikes a video where you're getting free amazing FBA info? Yeah, no, some people do dislike the streams, but or not the streams, like the videos even. I actually don't know who or why, but I personally don't care. I'm here for you guys. You guys are supporting. You guys are here, enjoying the stream. So that's why I'm here. I'm not here for those people. For the first reviews, you have to create some good ratio for reviews. So every 1 out of 3 customers can leave a review, right? Do you think it's okay to have 10 of your friend order and the rest jump send? That's a little low. I think you should do a little giveaway. You should do a little giveaway first. So go into the Facebook groups, find like 30 people to actually give the product away for free. So at a discount. And if you just type it on Facebook, like Facebook discounts or like discount Facebook groups in the Facebook search or Amazon discount groups, you're going to find a lot of discount groups there that you can just go in and be like, hey guys, I'm giving away this for free if you guys want it. And, just do like 30 giveaways like that. Just send them the codes and that's it. You want to camouflage your reviews. What do you think? What do you do to get perfect HTML in your description? Literally all you do is go to Google and just type in like words to HTML converter. And then you can literally just type words and it just automatically changes it to HTML for you. And then you just copy and paste that into your description. PageOneify versus rebate key versus full price Facebook giveaway. What do you recommend for a launch? I personally, there's different angles. When I talk about launching, there's a lot of different angles you want to go about it, right? And one of the best things is, is to just hit everything from as many different angles as you can. You want to hit from, Amazon giveaways if you can. You want to hit from rebate key if you can. You want to hit from the deep discount or PageOneify if you can. And obviously you want to also do PPC. Now, if you're bootstrapping this, if you don't have much money to spend on a launch, okay, forget about the stuff like rebate key and an Amazon giveaway, okay? Personally, I would say those two are good, but they're not guaranteed sales, right? You can spend money there and not be guaranteed enough sales to actually, rank, right? Because they're based on how many people are willing to buy your product, how many people are willing to go there and spend money on your product, right? Real money. Now, with PageOneify, you're guaranteed a volume of sales. With these deep discounts, you're guaranteed a volume of sales. And because PageOneify does differently than what other people do, it actually works a lot better. It works very well. So as far as what I've seen. So that's why if I only had to spend money on one of them, I would spend money on PageOneify if I'm trying to bootstrap. If you're not trying to bootstrap, just hit it from all angles. It's going to be the most likely for success. Yaniv, have you ever started a Shopify store and linked it to your FBA product? Do you think that would help drive more sales? No, I haven't started a Shopify store that linked to my FBA product, but I do have a Shopify store that just sells the same product, but it's not what's it called? It's not an Amazon like link. Okay, 1 second, guys. I just had to hide someone on the channel. Sorry about that. Just really threw me off. Do you recommend launching a product at a slightly lower price than desired, then walking the price up to the targeted area after the product gains recognition? Slightly lower. Yeah, you definitely want to start a little bit lower and then push it higher up. Push it further up in the in the price. So start lower than you think you could, or than you think you're going to sell for, and then bring your price higher as you're getting, more and more sales. Not during your giveaway, but after your giveaway is done, start raising your price a little bit. How could I do full price Facebook giveaways? Is it worth the work? Okay, so full priced Facebook giveaways is worth the work. The only thing is that with full price giveaways, what people can do is they can, say that they're going to buy your product, then you refund them on PayPal, and then they just cancel their order. So you have to be very diligent with that, because what people do is they try to scam you. They're going to come in there. They're going to tell, they're going to go buy the product. You're going to look at their order ID. It says, purchased. Then you're going to, pay them on PayPal, obviously to reimburse them. And then maybe like, a couple days later, during the night, they'll cancel the order. A couple days later, you'll realize that they actually canceled the order. They'll block you on Facebook, and then you'll have to go through PayPal and escalate it through PayPal. So it's very risky to do it that way, but you could try. How are your sales doing? Doing really good. So right now my sales are actually up by usually they're up by 15%, 20% on most products because it's actually Q4. So, right around now, end of November, and then and then through all the way through December is when the sales just become outrageous. So I'm looking forward to that. Everything's good. The only thing is I'm kind of scared because I should have inventory coming in very soon. I just don't know if it's going to last on one of my products. So that's going to suck. But I mean, I'm usually really bad at keeping my products in inventory because Amazon works differently than a lot of people think, right? Amazon doesn't work like you can always predict how many sales you're going to make. You're going to make sometimes you're going to make on one product, you're going to make, 25 sales in one day. And then, other days you make 40 or 50 sales. So it's hard to sometimes estimate it properly, and you don't want to tie up too much capital and inventory. So it's kind of hard to be like, okay, I need this much. It's just hard. I'm not good at it. And that's maybe something I can improve on is working on my actual, when to reorder and stuff. How did you take this leap of faith? You just got to do it. I knew that the downsides were not going to be nearly as high as bad as the upsides. I knew that, you just got to do stuff, man. You got to take chances. You got to take chances, especially if you guys are young and you don't have many, if you're living with your parents, like what I was, if I was you're living with your parents, you don't have, you don't have a job, you don't have anything. It's what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to lose $3,000 and what's going to happen? You're going to die? You're not going to die. You're not going to have a place to live? No, you're going to live with your parents, right? You still live with your parents. What's really the worst that's going to happen? And if you are married and you have kids and stuff, the worst that's going to happen is that you're going to lose $3,000. If you can't risk to lose $3,000, then don't do it. It's not worth it then, right? But if I was, in that situation, I would try to save up that money and then try to risk it. If $3,000 is going to end your life, and if you lose that money, it's going to end your life, then don't do it. Don't take that risk. That's the only thing I can tell you guys. On a personal level, what drives you? What drives you? That's a great question. So, that's a really good question. What drives me? I would say that's success drives me, and I know that's not an actual normal question. I mean, an answer. I know that what really drives me is knowing that I'm reaching a higher level of what I can achieve, right? A lot of people they just want to have success. They just want to have some money and whatever, and then they're happy, and then they just chill and whatever. But once you do get to a point where money is not really something I'm not going to go out tomorrow and spend $300,000 on a Lamborghini. That's not what I'm not going to do that. But when money becomes not something that you always have to be worried about, there are other things that need to drive you. Otherwise, you're just going to become you're just not going to do anything. So that's my main motivation, is just to become, to be and become financially free forever, right? Be able to support myself and my future family for the rest of the time that I'm ever going to, until I die, and be able to support my parents and, my brothers, sisters, all that stuff. I just want to be able to provide, and I never want to feel like I can't do that. So that's on the personal level, what drives me. Okay. When did you decide to go for that second product, and how much more was the first one? I don't remember exactly when it was. This was a long time ago, but a few months after my first product. I kind of waited a little too long on my second product. Sorry, on my second product. But yeah, you don't have to wait too long. I have some product in Amazon FBA. I didn't put make in China. What can I do? It's fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. But next time, just put in made in China because you should. Could you clarify if product has not reached Amazon warehouse prior to December 5th, it won't be checked in until after December 25th? Where can I find this info? Was hoping to catch some Christmas sales. You can just type in Amazon FBA like December inventory deadline on Google or something. And I've seen it. It says December 5th is the last day. In 1953, first polio vaccine developed. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. What do you do with non-moving stock? Keep it in the warehouse or recall? You definitely don't want to keep it in the warehouse because if you get hit with long-term storage fees, you're gonna get screwed. So get it out as soon as you can. I mean, if you can sell through it, then that's the best thing. If you can't, then just get rid of it, right? It's going to cost you a lot less to get rid of the inventory than it will cost you to keep it in there because the long-term storage fees are crazy. Do you repeat exact keywords, backend, title, bullet points? I know plural versions should be repeated. Yeah, I repeat. I'm not scared to repeat my keywords. Hey mate, what's the average profit margin you aim for after all Amazon fees, etc.? So I'm looking for always in my products between, anything above a 35%. I personally like above a 40% is something that I personally look for. So that's what I would do it. I have a serious issue with overthinking, analysis paralysis, information overload, and procrastination. Kindly help. I've been there. I've definitely been there. You just gotta guys, I can sit here. I can, there's really no answer to that. The answer needs to come from within you. Okay. The answer needs to come from within you and you need to decide, you need to do something, right? Another thing I really do recommend is with people who are stuck in situations like that, who don't know what to do next, go pick out a freaking book. Okay. Go and read a book that's going to motivate you to take some action in your life. That's going to motivate you to do something. Be obsessed or be average. Unscripted. There's a ton of books out there. I actually have a look at this. Okay, there's even more books like Arnold Schwarzenegger autobiography. Incredible book. Go out, read some books, and get some motivation that way if you can't do it otherwise. If my product will arrive to Amazon after December 5th, what will happen? So potentially what will happen is they'll just stock it anyways. And maybe it's just kind of like a fake deadline that they want people to stop, sending inventory because they're going to be really backed up soon. Very soon they're going to get really backed up. Or they'll just, stock you or they'll make you wait till December 25th. So it's not a big deal. And to be honest, guys, it's actually not a great time especially in December to try to launch a product, because if you're trying to launch a product, you have to get more sales than the other guys, right? But if the other guys are getting the Christmas sale boost, it's going to be very hard for you as a new product to outrank them, because to get to the first page, you have to give away more units. You have to sell more units than they are. So you have to give away more units than they're selling. And if they're selling more units in December than they usually do for the rest of the year, it's going to be harder for you to launch anyway. So it's okay if you can't do it in December. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so technically they'll be making more money in December. If competitors advertise with a feature, but it is not included and I add it, is that a good differentiation? Yeah, if you're adding a feature that helps, then absolutely. What do you suggest for launch, a seasonal item or a typical evergreen? So if you guys watch my last video, there's it was an amazing video. So go check it out. It was a really good video. I know some of you guys, a lot of you guys liked it. And really, to be honest, right, there's no right or wrong, answer to this. You can do evergreen or you can do seasonal. Seasonal actually does have a lot less competition than evergreen. That what I have noticed. So if you can plan a seasonal product in advance, a few months in advance, you can make a ton of money off seasonal. But it's just less, it's less sustainable. It's less, predictable. So that's something you have to understand. If you're okay with less predictability, then I would recommend go with a seasonal. But you really need to know exactly how to do it before you go ahead and do that. When picking a brand name, I first check the trademark on uspto.gov. And if no one is using the same name or very similar, would that be my green light on going to Fiverr and have someone create my logo? Yes, exactly. How can I create a sense of urgency for myself? Read books. read books. That's my guys. If you are going to invest, instead of sitting there and watching, endless amount of Amazon FBA videos, even though you know everything there is to know about Amazon, or instead of going and sitting and watching TV or watching, anything, the football game or anything, just go and just read a book. If you guys hate books, get Audible, put in your ears. I literally listen to Audible all the time. When you're cleaning, when you're cooking, just listen to a book. And that's going to create a sense of urgency. How old do you have to be to sell stuff, please? Any age, man, like any age. I'm not on the first page, but I make 7 to 12 sales a day with an ACoS of 13%. Thanks to you. Question, should I do another launch when I reorder? What if I don't rank again? So 7 to 12 sales a day, that's still really good, man. That's especially if your profit is good there, you're making, probably over $100 a day, which is pretty good, or like, around $100 a day, which is really good. That's really what you're looking for with the product. On top of that, if you're not ranked on the first page, that means if you rank for the first page, you're going to get a lot more sales. So I do recommend when you come back in stock, when you have enough stock to actually, do that, I would recommend you go with a relaunch, because it will definitely help you and you will get more sales for sure. Care to share the story about you and Dan Bass? Remember first seeing you two car cell window cleaning, lol. Yeah, Jason, that was the good old days. Yeah, we started our own window cleaning thing, and it was good. I'm actually seeing Dan in December 15th. We're actually all going, me and a bunch of buddies and Dan, we're going to a lodge in Montreal, and we're gonna go skiing and stuff there. So maybe we'll have some videos out. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Real Yaniv Itzkovich. If you guys want to see some stories and stuff, we'll probably have stories just doing some like fun stuff and skiing and stuff, and having a good time. So if you guys want to see that, follow me there. Do reviews from family and friends violate TOS? Yes, they do. How to find out how many units you need for a seasonal product? Watch my last video. Okay, Theo Anderson, what are you saying, buddy? So I just have to put the user in a timeout there. I'm in Canada. Is there a problem if I register my brand name here rather than the US? Yeah, I would recommend just doing it in the US and don't worry about that. Hey, everyone, let's work on them likes. Work on them likes, guys. Let's go. Let's get more likes than we have viewers. Okay, like, and if you guys are new here, if you guys are enjoying this live stream, then just subscribe. You might as well subscribe. All my videos are actually like basically this stuff, more condensed, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy that. When launching a seasonal product, do you still use professional pictures and a well-optimized listing? If you do, yeah, absolutely, because it's an investment. It will be there next year. Also, you can continue using it. It's not like you're going to use it once and you're never going to use it again. Your listing is going to be there for the whole, year. Every year you come back and you have that listing. So definitely do that. How can we help you if you would be kind enough to accept? Sure, you can help me, guys, by just watching my videos, liking them, commenting on them, and just sharing them. That's literally the biggest way you guys can help me out. Share them with your friends, share them on Facebook, watch them, like them, and engage. That's really all I can ask for you guys. And I'd love it if you guys did that. That's amazing. Which bum disliked the vid? I don't know. I don't know. How much money are you making with Amazon FBA talking profit? So profits, so what I did last month, probably around 25,000 in profit, and in this month it's looking like more, a lot more than that, maybe 20,000 last month approximately. Then in the next month's looking like maybe 30,000, something like that, because of the December time. So it's looking good. Come to Tel Aviv already? Yeah, I do visit Israel like every so often. A lot of my family lives there, so maybe I'll have a meetup there. We'll see. I don't know. But I do want to have a meetup in Toronto. So if you guys are down for that, you guys got to let me know. Just got off work. Hope I'm not too late. Drummer Kid, man, I'm probably wrapping this up very soon, but I'll have this up as a video on the channel so you can just watch this afterwards. Listen to it as a podcast, when you're going to work or when whatever, when you're cleaning stuff, you can listen to this as a podcast. That's what I know, potentially like that. So if you guys do enjoy that. Being affiliate for sites, the Jungle Scout and Viral, etc. Did these companies come to you or you for their affiliate links? No, I go to them and I ask them for an affiliate link. You have to apply for affiliate links. You get affiliate links. The other thing is, my affiliate link, since I have asked them and I've worked with them a lot, and I've told them that I need a discount code for my subscribers. I actually got a discount code from them. So you get $20 off. Jungle Scout, if you use my link, you get, you know, $20 off, which is, I mean, that's nice of them. Should I run a dummy listing before ordering my product at my supplier to see if it doesn't get deleted? If so, how long should I run it? Yeah, absolutely run a dummy listing. And if you can run it for, you know, seven days, then yeah. Why sent you making 100K yet? I believe in you. Why am I not making 100K yet? Well, I mean, that's 100K is a lot of money. Hopefully soon. I'm working on it. You know, I can't answer that question for you. I mean, if I spent more time on my Amazon business, you know, searching for products and, you know, doing that stuff, then yeah, it would definitely be, you know, it would definitely be more than it is now. But, you know, I spend a lot of my time doing these YouTube videos, spend a lot of my time with you guys. That's way more fulfilling for me. And like I said, after you making like a certain amount of money, you know, you look for other methods, you look for other stability. You want to get more different sources of income. And that's what that's what I'm looking for. Don't forget the one-on-one call giveaway. Yeah, I have 2 one-on-one call giveaways happening. Do you see more people falling off Amazon than people following through and making it to launch day? Absolutely, Nick. So many more people fall off and don't actually do anything than people who do by a long shot. People realize that this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, that you actually got to work for this, that, you know, it's not as easy as, you know, putting up a random product on Amazon and making sales. Obviously, it's not that easy. And when people realize that it takes some work, it takes some time, it takes some dedication, people get going. People don't care to do that. So they go on to the next get-rich-quick scheme instead of, you know, committing to something. I mean, I'm not surprised, right? Those people will never be successful, though. So you guys got to, you know, commit to something, whether it be Amazon FBA, Shopify, you know, affiliate marketing, like anything that there is, right? There's a ton of ways to make money online. Commit to one way and make yourself like the best at that. Did you hear in the news that Jeff Bezos said that Amazon is not non-failable? I just coined that word. He said that it can fail in some 30 years. Well, 30 years is a long time. And, you know, I'm not potentially, like, you know, you don't have to, the whole goal of Amazon, right, is to obviously sell on Amazon for as long as you can. But the whole goal is to launch pad your brand from Amazon into the real world, into like your own brand, selling your own products, right? Selling them to the world, you know, starting off with Amazon because that's an opportunity. They already have the customers. They already have all the traffic. So it's much easier to start a company using Amazon and then moving into your own kind of like brand, your own company. You still sell on Amazon, but you want to kind of grow this into something bigger than Amazon, something greater than Amazon, where you're not just 100% reliant on Amazon. So that's what I think about that. Hey, Oriana, welcome. Saw this live stream, your recommendations. Awesome. We're actually an hour in already. This is going to be this is going to be a video on my channel after if you want to watch it. And if you're new and you enjoyed any of this, remember to subscribe because there's going to be a lot of awesome stuff coming in the future. Hey, thank you for your videos. What do you say someone who is struggling to pick a product? I've watched your research methods and it's amazing, but I'm still struggling and it's off-putting. You just got to spend time. You just got to spend your time on it. It takes time, takes effort. You got to, you just got to take the time to do it. Have you ever thought about doing Forex? No, I've never thought about doing Forex. I've never given it a fair shot, but no, I didn't. I wanted to build a business. I wanted to build a physical products business. And that's what this is, that's what Amazon is. So it's really cool being able to see your product, first off, being made in China or whatever you're making it, and then actually seeing it like live in person. Like when you have it and you see it and you're like, wow, like this is mine. Like I made this. Like, yeah, I didn't make it, but like I'm the reason this exists. And that's really cool. Did you have a job before starting FBA? If so, when did you decide to quit the job? I actually had a few jobs. I actually talked about this earlier, but I had a restaurant job, and that was really my only real kind of job. I never had a 9-to-5 job. I was always kind of hustling, trying to figure out like what I'm how to make money and what kind of to do that's not the classic 9-to-5. So that was that. Wow, that hour went by real fast. Yeah. So guys, we do this live stream every single week, every single Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We come here for about an hour. We chill. We have a good time. I answer all you guys' questions. Sometimes we have some video topics that I just go on a rant on. And today was really fun. I think that I'm going to cut this off, here. I'm actually going to go and I'm going to pick out the two one-on-one mentorship, winners. So give me a second, guys. I'm gonna get to it, and I'm gonna pick one from my last video that I promised was gonna win from the last video, and then I'm also going to give one away to somebody in the stream that was, that was awesome. So give me 1 second here. So from the last video's winner, because you guys don't know, every single video we do a one-on-one mentorship call giveaway, and I announce it in the next video. So let's see here. Eddie Witkowski messaged me on Facebook. You're the winner of the last video's mentorship call giveaway. And right now, let's see who's somebody that was interesting that asked a lot of questions and stuff. So I'm gonna give the one-on-one mentorship call to Jija. Message me on Facebook, and we'll plan out your when to schedule you in for a one-on-one call. All right. So everyone else, if you guys didn't win, we'll come back to my videos, watch my videos. In every single video, I give away a one-on-one mentorship call. I'm going to give one out to all of you guys. I mean, I can't promise that, but I give one out to every single one of you guys if I could. But just keep coming back, keep commenting and liking, and I'm going to eventually hopefully pick you guys to win. If you guys also can't wait for a one-on-one mentorship call and you want to schedule one with me, I also do that. I don't advertise it much, but if you guys want to schedule a call with me, you can. Obviously, it's going to cost money, so that's why I don't advertise. I don't really want to sell to you guys. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you guys for joining me on this live stream. If you guys want next Sunday, every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and I will see you guys next time. All right, guys, thank you guys for coming. Good night.